Small thin base.
What?
Small thin base.
A small tin base.
Does anybody want to run in a quick one?
No, we do not have time.
No.
Who wanna go?
It's a small base.
Does he care?
You wanna come to the base?
Does he care to run this skinny base if he's not going to hit?
No, I don't care. I'm just asking if people want to get a base.
Gilbert. Joe B. Jamie Dicker. Joe Quintanilla. Just so you know, you're in the lineup at 6.
Make them right next to me.
80, sorry. 80 scored.
The spot doesn't come up wrong when you're going into the game.
I don't know. Your keeper's in the linear.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You got me?
Got you.
Max, ready?
All right, welcome back to Tulsa for Game 2 of the Friday slate of games. Boston is in fact playing Tyler, Texas. You got a little sneak peek into the defensive planning between two of the greatest in the games.
Right on the bench.
Water ball just got damaged. No, you're good. Boston lost the coin toss and will be the away team today.
Game number 6.
For the first time this week, we are on the third base side, so you'll be getting a different view. You'll also be struggling a bit because in order to keep the camera in the shade and prevent overheating, which I think caused some of our issues during Game 2 on Tuesday, we need to keep the phone in the shade, but that means that we'll have some poles in our way as I pan to the left.
You sat out the last 3 or 4 innings of that last game. It's probably been an hour and a half since you've been moving around. Okay? If you want to hit in this game, I need to make sure that you've been running like you were ready for the last game. So if you can find Mike and run, that would be great.
Hi, Roberta. So we played this morning against San Antonio and lost, I believe it was 23-13. So now we're in the losers bracket, if I recall correctly, playing against Tyler, Texas.
What?
We beat Minnesota yesterday.
Ben, shut up.
Swinging a ground ball down the third base line, a really hard hit ball that's rolling very far, and Christian will be safe.
Oh! 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 Oh!
Joe Mac!
Way
Mac!
Jason, can you do me a solid just for this inning? Can you do the on deck circle? So Mike can take care of it away.
Rod, you want to star?
Hey, run
Or
quick.
no.
Hold one of these.
Runway.
Larry. Joe Mac, Larry.
Well, Larry's got that. I wonder who's up after Larry. Okay,
All right.
What's your stick?
I like the white one. Larry has it.
You want to hold something just for fun?
Sure.
Not sure what is going on at the plate.
Heavy blue.
The umpire is discussing something with Rob and Christian. I believe it has to do with foot placement in the batter's box. That's exactly what it was. The ump is saying that Christian needs to maintain his foot in the box until he makes contact. says he slides it forward. I don't believe there's any repercussions right now, but it will be something that he's watching.
No, that was a throw.
We should be.
Was it? Yeah, totally. Oh, blue
The
is.
good news is they have plenty of top spin, so
Are they still talking?
Yeah, they're still conversing.
Joe Mack is a friend of mine.
Okay.
Ah, boo.
All right, and at the plate is Joe McCormick. 1-0 Boston here in the top of the first.
Be aware when you set up.
instead of having your toe at the end level,
Swing and a miss, strike one.
Joe, you're on it.
Go, Joe.
Here we go, Mac.
Time's
Strike
there
two.
now.
Swing
Buddha,
and a miss.
Buddha, Buddha.
Buddha, Buddha.
Swing and a fly ball down the third base line. Gets over the first level's head, rolls by the second and third level. Joe Mack is safe. Great hit that went right through the hole in the defense.
Beltran! Lawrence!
Not much Tyler could do to defend that one. It was a very well hit ball into a perfect spot. 2-0 Boston. No outs here. Top of the first.
Sanchez, you up after?
After, yeah. If he's my phone.
Hold the bat for fun?
That one,
No, you're not using it. Hold it for fun. You know, you feel like a part of the team.
Oh my God, you're gonna make me cry.
That's it, Mac.
Also, while we're waiting for Larry Hale to get going here, it is noticeably warmer now that the clouds have burned off and the sun is out. My phone is telling me 81 degrees feels like 87, but it feels more like 90, like the past couple days that we've been dealing with, although not as bad as yesterday. Swing and a miss, strike one.
Hey, don't dip, Lair. Don't dip, Lair. Yeah, just shot it, Rob.
Rob, speak up.
Swinging a ground ball by Larry Hale down to the third base side. They got two guys at the first level that collided. They seem to be all right. Larry Hale dives, misses the base, and as a result, is out.
Somebody call 911!
Johnny running on the base pass.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a pink train.
So that's the first out of the inning. Two 2-0 Boston, one out. Brings up Sean Devenish.
Turn the batter's box rule in here.
I can do it, Rock. If you want.
Rob Weissman is making me do double duty here. He doesn't trust the ump, I believe, and wants me to look up the rule for the batter's box.
Trust but verify.
Yes, trust but verify.
What he said that. So.
This is all right. At the plate is Sean Devenish. Swinging a foul
Come on,
tip.
Sean, you're all on it, baby.
Let's go, Sean.
Come, Mike, nice.
Big save and a beauty.
Good eyes, man.
Mike Marcial makes a great save. We're standing right in front of a little gully here that
That was nice movement, Mike.
is pretty wet at the bottom, and if the ball were to go in that, it would become unusable. So he saved us
35 bucks.
35 bucks. Swing and a hard line drive just into a gap in the defense. Sean's running hard. It gets past the deepest outfielder, and Sean is safe. Making it 3-0 Boston. Another really hard hit ball that had eyes and got through the defense.
Hi. Okay.
One out here on the top of the first. At bat, we have number 18, Rob Dias. Foul tip, strike one.
There you go, Rob. There you go. Yeah.
Will do, Linda. Swinging a high fly ball down the third base line. Wow, what an absolute bomb by Rob Dias. That landed probably 160 in the air and rolled. Not a chance that they were going to make a play on that. Awesome job by Rob Dias. 4-0.
Substitutions in.
4-0 Boston. One out here in the top of the fourth.
Robbie D,
Sean.
that's the hit, buddy.
Not sure if you could hear that, but he just said
160 in the air.
That wasn't that far.
it went over their right fielder's or left fielder's head, and he's standing like at our hogwood spot, basically.
RD, that was hammered.
At bat now is number 48, David Sanchez. In pitching is Jamie Dickerson.
Despacito.
This is how we do it down in Puerto Rico.
That doesn't matter.
Tighten it up, tighten it up.
Swing and a miss, strike one.
Come on, underbite. Do that.
Foul tip, strike two.
You're all over it, Sanchez.
Let's go, Sanchez.
Swing and a miss, strike three.
Sanchez, all you got to do is get a hold of it.
Come on, Sanchez. Good swing, good swing.
Swinging a ground ball down the third base side. Just gets past the 44th arc, running quickly. The defender gets on his knees and is looking for the ball fast. But David Sanchez beats it out to make it 5-0 Boston with one out in the top of the first.
Like that.
Hell yeah. Hey, Christian.
Swing that bat.
That was garbage. I can't find anything right now. I have 3 things going on. Here, let me check it.
Is there not a gloss? I mean, an index or something?
There was, and I was in the batting section, but I was trying to score. I was trying to do the live stream. So.
What are you looking for?
The rule on the ump is contesting that Fax is leaving the box, have his foot sliding out of the box early before he makes contact, at which point it should be an out or a strike or whatever. Rob wants me to look it up. I couldn't find anything.
Well, it's stupid because in baseball, the batter box
Extends. Yeah.
If they would just paint the batter's box, it's gonna be sold.
That one's better.
So we're already putting up crooked. Hey, that was.
So what's going on right now, sorry, is a little bit of discussion about what you've overheard us talking about with Christian's foot placement. All right, and we're back. Christian Faxon is at bat. 1 out here in the top of the first. 5-0 Boston. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Come on, Thax.
Good swing, Doc. There we go, kid.
Is he standing in the same place he was before?
He's standing further back in the box now. Swung and missed. Foul tip, strike 2.
Thanks, bro!
Relax, bro.
Good swing. Back to the basics, back. Take one.
Jamie, do you want me to score while you're looking at that? Swing and a line drive, kind of up the middle, first base side, kind of right at the outfielder there, who makes a play before Thax can get to the base. That's the second out.
Mac! Way back!
2 outs. 5-0 Boston.
You like that one?
Do you know which ump this is? Ace. Guy on the last screen is asking which ump.
I don't know last name.
We think it's Mike Woodard, guy. He had brought this up in our games. He umped all 3 of our games day 1, and he'd brought this up then. So it's not the first time that we've heard that. Not the first time we've heard it this week. At bat is Joe McCormick. Swing and miss, strike 1.
You're on it, Joe.
Here we go, Mac.
I can't tell what it is by the voice.
It's Mike Woodard.
Swing and a foul.
Right.
Strike 2. Beautiful. Sorry, that was David Sanchez, whose phone we've been using ensuring that his phone was on silent as we had another one going on off on the bench here. Swinging another foul. 3 strikes, 2 outs, 5-0 Boston here, top 1.
Questionnaire.
Wash your hair.
Take.
Good eye, Joe. You don't want that pitch, Joe.
G.I. Joe.
I assume
Swinging another foul.
Hit it!
Fair.
Batter must have at least 1 foot behind the front edge of the plate at the start of the swing. Very key
At the start of the swing. That's all it says?
Drag is not relevant.
Okay. Our team research analyst, Jamie Dickerson, dug into the documents. Swing a foul ball,
Heads up, 10.
headed right for Christian Baxton's family. Landing on top of their tent.
Renegades. If he hits it foul again, we're all going to go, come on, Mac. Okay. It's a very important part of the game.
You can hate that.
Swing and a miss, strike 4.
Yep. Come on, defense. Cut him down.
Interesting guy.
Go D.
I'm not aware of
Out
that.
there. Take 1, 2, 3. Let's get him out.
But yeah, as I was saying,
This is his last game, wrong way you're in the game.
our research analyst Jamie Dickerson dug into the documents and uncovered that, in fact, you just need to have your foot in the box at the start of the swing.
Hey, safety, that's wrong way I put you in the game. You guys gotta remind me to put you in the game, please.
We go to the bottom of the first. Boston is up 5-0. As you might have heard us mention earlier, Mike Marciello saved us $35 on the first pitch of the game with a ball that almost went into the water. As always, we get a lot of support from many great groups, the Association of Blind Citizens, which really backs us and makes this all happen. We also get some support from the Challenge Athletes Foundation. As I mentioned earlier, a lot of these guys are wearing their shirts around here. But we also do some of our own fundraising. You can go to the Association of Blind Citizens webpage for our team and make a donation to us there if you're watching and care to. We also have launched a team store. And at the team store, you can get the gear, the new jerseys that Rob displayed for us last game. You see Jamie wearing there, the new hats, and you can personalize them for players with nicknames, numbers, everything. A portion of the proceeds of every sale will go to the team. So I'll post that link here in the comments section, and if you care to go.
We don't. Okay? We will wait.
You really gonna check him every inning?
So maybe we should tell him he's a known cheater. Alright, so who do we got up to them? Who's got the book? Jamie, you, Aaron.
All right, leading off for Tyler here in the bottom of the first is Ronald Jordan, number 2. I believe Rob said last night that he leads the National Beat Baseball Association in all-time home runs. He's got an incredible uppercut swing, and I could see how that would be the case. Swing and a foul, strike 1.
How many home runs has he hit, Joe?
I believe 2.
That's the all-time record?
That's what Rob was saying last night. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
Yeah, I know. The catcher holds the glove on the front edge of the plate. Her head is like at the player's waist. And she backs up to the last second.
Foul, strike 3. Oh!
$35 swing right there.
And that ball, foul, just went into the gully and got wet.
You need nets.
Like I was just talking about. Ron Cochran proving he's more than just a pretty face. Has some brains there too. Puts the bench that was there down to serve as a backstop.
That's why he's a math teacher.
Swing and a miss, strike 4. That's the first out.
Are they using the same ball?
No, different ball. This brings up number 24, Carlos Black. A little bit of context on how I knew that stat. Last night, the league has voted to introduce new bats, baseball bats, into the league for next year. So we've been lucky enough to have a few of them to test out and have had left. He's swinging left-handed. Sorry about that. Rob was asking me a question. And we were down there, and the Tyler pitcher and one of their players were down practicing, and including Ronald Jordan there. So that's when Rob told me. Also got to catch for this pitcher a bit and got a little insight. Swinging a ground ball, hit the pitcher, up the middle.
Wait a minute, hit the pitcher. It should be a no pitch.
Hit the pitcher!
Yeah, he knows. He knows.
Okay. So it was ruled safe. He's going to check that the ball hit the pitcher.
Dead.
Why is that?
Wait, what?
What?
Why is that?
No, that hit him. That hit.
That hit him. We can go back on the video.
Oh.
Ooh. Oh.
Come on. That's
All right, that is a lie. Everyone here knows, but yeah, one up the middle. Well, it hit him, so it did go. Yeah, but hey, that's a run. 5-1, Boston. Derek Lloyd is at the plate, number 22.
There's plenty of times running, you know.
Yeah. That's clear. That was so clear. Ace called it. I called it.
A batter must have at least 1 foot between the front edge and the leader at the start of the swing. Right.
Swing and a miss, strike 1.
I mean, this is ridiculous. So many places to see where somebody thinks there's something wrong, or maybe the thing's written differently somewhere else and it's the only one.
Swing and a miss, strike 2.
He isn't exactly.
Is there a difference between closing and body?
Swing and a miss, strike 3.
So when do I get that? Let it go.
Swing and a miss, strike 4. That makes 2 outs. And brings up Tim Chappell.
No Larry Hughes?
Larry Reed?
Oh, Reed, yes.
No, he is on the bench. Or he might be a DF. Hold on, let me check. Nope. He's on the bench. I try not to be negative on the live stream, but that was just absurd. Swing and miss, strike one. Swinging a ground ball up the middle. Did not hit the pitcher this time. Through Rob Dice's arms. And Rob Dice picks it up for the out. Sorry, I forgot to pan there. I was a little bit too focused on commenting. But this is the result of free labor.
No, I think Joe Castiglione expresses his opinions.
Come on down.
So that ends the first inning. Boston is up 5-1.
I was right there. Got it, kids. Yes.
I mean, everyone here is what that is.
I deferred not to fight. I'm glad somebody else fight too.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate the support.
Oh, it's good. It's good. As long as you know I was right there. You were right to my right.
Is the field downhill from where we are right now?
No. In fact, it might be slightly uphill from us.
Sean on deck?
Yep, Sean's on deck. Oops, sir.
Hello, Sean. Say hello to your aunt. You're on camera.
Hell trade! Woo! Because I heard you say hit him 5.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. So it froze us.
All right. Larry Hale leading us up. Top 2.
Third base out.
Larry's taking up a lot of running, distance running this year.
He has.
Trying to get himself a better fitness.
Yes, for those who are not Facebook friends with Larry, he frequently is posting about how he's running. He's doing more and more distance. We talked about even doing a run sometime this week, depending on the free time and when our tournament ends. He's got a lot of running in this week, although more of the sprint distance.
So we can go back. What minute are we in right now?
Batter number 3. Is that what you're asking?
No. And what minute is in? If it's like 20 minutes during the session, so we can go back to the play.
Oh, yeah.
We're at minute 21. Minute 21.
Minute 21?
Yeah.
Want some water?
So you haven't recorded.
Let's put up some runs.
No. This is this game. We're at 21 minutes in. Yeah, 21 minutes in.
15.
Yeah.
Play your game. That looked great. You swinging the ball bat, you guys came up and put 5 runs on
Oh,
it.
what is happening here? It appears that we have an issue with third base, which is delaying us now.
I know I haven't.
You have to save that list. You didn't save that list.
No, it was all water. Yeah.
What? That's Ace said it hit the pitcher.
Yeah, I heard him.
And so I stopped.
Yeah.
And he said, 5. I don't know. I just threw myself somewhere.
So then he had a double call, yeah. But it's like,
That's their right.
absurd.
They have
No, I thought they did.
We waived it. That means they're scared. Okay? Good. So yeah, I mean,
Should we contribute to someone for Agua?
little, big.
that's a great first
A little, I'll just sweat it down
Great
now.
first inning.
Right, swing, thrust, your line, Larry. Or they just poke it.
You're welcome.
Back to the basics. Back to the basics. What was it? Rob, what did he call? That's great.
Hi, Linda.
I have no idea, but let's get the rule correct.
I heard something. Oh, he's 100%.
Stay hydrated.
But then, yeah, you're right. I sort of, yeah. But then I heard it moving towards the middle of the field. You pitch and then stop. Five, so it's dope.
I think we have Sanchez going on
Another phone.
Yeah, but I can
See if he thinks including Rob's got left.
This is Gina here. I'm going to jump in for a minute to thank the people that helped get us here. First, I want to thank the Challenge Athletes Foundation. They provide grants to disabled athletes, which a lot of our players, they apply for them every year, and a lot of them do get them every year. And so they are a huge part of our fundraising, and they're a huge part of getting us here. So thank you very much to the CAF Foundation. If someone could direct them to this live stream and let them know we're thankful for them.
And then I figured I might as well call a number anyway, so I called 5 because I was going 5 by that. Because it was in 6 off the bat.
13.
It was in 6 off the bat.
13 big ones. Thank you.
Apparently, none of you have jobs. But I thank you anyway.
Careful, one of them's my mom. It's a birthday.
Happy birthday!
Lisa, if you're watching, happy birthday!
I'm here, I have a job. I want our defense.
I'm here, I have a job.
I'm here, I have a job.
Volunteer coach.
Mentor, if you will.
Some might say father figures.
Okay, whatever. I don't want to get 14
Rob's arguing.
Well, they're waiting for the...
Playing's better than that's what I want.
Jesus, fired up.
Crazy thought. Well, how's it going with you?
I had a misunderstanding of him. He just said to me, when you set up, your foot wasn't behind the plate. He just said when you set up, your foot was just slightly over the front of home plate. It had nothing to do with when you swung.
Then they started talking about contact.
I know, that's wrong. I showed him a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay?
Just.
You were good there, but they did mention at some point at contact.
Yeah.
He did mention that at some point, yes. All right. So, to clarify what's going on, third base was broken. They've had to get a new cord to replace it, which they're working on right now. Simultaneously, Rob was confirming with the ump about the ruling regarding Christian Thaxton's foot placement. There was a misunderstanding. All it is Thaxton just needs to start in the box, and then he's good. It doesn't matter if his foot slides out during the swing. Thank you to Jamie Dickerson's due diligence in uncovering that.
You got to do that. Yeah. I think
However, we're in a brief delay as a result of these mechanical errors. So
What do we got out? 3, 4, 5?
Hell Trey!
we'll try to keep you entertained.
Are you ready to go?
Senior Soto is doing well, Hunter.
Hey, everyone on the benches has to stand up, okay?
We're also rearranging the benches as we speak, so there's a lot of moving pieces right now. Oh, it's because of the cord.
Come on, let's get this over. Let's go now.
What's the delay? Because someone just
They're setting up, they're putting a new base in, they're running new wire.
Wire kind of short.
Ooh, bad name.
Putting a new wire out.
Thank you.
I'm ready to go now. Wrong way.
All right, Larry, settle down. They're volunteers doing work. Settle down.
Yeah. We're doing work. We're working here.
Well, we're trying.
Sanchez.
What's your line?
Goodness. I'm volunteered.
Oh, how is my...
See, I've been volunteered to this stuff. Thanks, man.
What dice did?
I'd have Soto come down here, but he's talking to someone at the other end of the bench, I believe.
I just made a flat noise.
Put your bag down for a second.
I'm getting off the every play.
Alright, yeah, keep walking towards Joe Burke.
In every play. 4 yards of play.
There he is, Soto, right here, my guy. Stand a little bit over to your right. We got you right here. Hunter Weissman was asking how you're doing. Take a step back.
Hunter was me and Matt, no, my son.
Oh, your son! Tu hijo.
Just trying to get one for you, Hunter, okay? We'll get there, baby. We'll get there.
Soto got one plate appearance earlier today. One or two, I forget, but you striped one. The only issue, Soto, you hit it right at the third baseman.
Oh,
So you got a star on the hit. You just, nothing you can do. You hit it right at him. How'd that feel, though?
That feels good.
Feels good?
Larry
Yeah?
is a friend of mine.
Rip, rip.
He can rip it anytime.
Rip, rip.
He can rip it any place.
Rip, rip.
And he can rip it in your face.
Rip, rip.
There he is. Soto showing his pizzazz to the team. All right. It appears that we are back.
I do.
Joby. Yes. Soto was an all-star on the first day. Yeah. You're down with us? All right. I think we are finally back to the action. It's been so long I don't remember. I believe we're top two, no outs, 5-1. But that feels like a day ago in the first inning. Larry Hales at the plate. Swinging a ground ball, kind of up the middle to the first base side. Their defender moved the wrong way away from it, found a gap, and Larry Hales is safe. 6-1. That's how you come out of a long break on fire.
Shining fire burning on the base path. Whoa! Larry, you put a hurt on that.
At bat now is Sean Devenish. Larry and Sean this week have been critical to the team's success. They've both been hitting very well and running well. Sean has also contributed a lot on the defensive side of the field.
Yes, Rob, you can.
That's wrong way in front of you right now. All right, Sean Devenish at the plate. No outs. Top two. 6-1. Swinging a ground ball down the third base line. Sean is running hard, but the ball's hit right at the shorty, who makes the play for the out. 1 out here.
Who's next? Dias? Dias? Renegades. Renegades, give me a hell yeah!
And that brings up Rob Dias, number 18.
Yep, you bet.
Swing. A very late swing by Rob Dias, but he gets it just past the 44 arc in the fair play. There's shorty searching for it on the ground, but Rob Dias gets to the base first. Makes it 7-1. Honestly, it looked like Rob Dias hesitated, stopped, and then restarted his swing, just making contact at the last moment, poking it out 45 feet, but that's enough to get a run.
Hey, Rob.
In fact, Rob Dash just came back to the bench and confirmed what I thought by saying he didn't think he was even going to hit it. At bat is Joe Buzong, aka Wrong Way.
Hopefully you don't see why we call him that.
Swing and miss, strike one.
Here we go, Wrong Way. Patience. Patience.
Deep breath.
Swing and a miss, strike two.
Joey. Here we go, Wrong Way. You got a kid.
Wrong Way and I make up the two Joe B's on the team, which audibly sounds close to the third guy on the team, Joe Yee. Swinging a hard foul ball.
Filipino! Filipino!
One time, the three of us were on the same side of the defense. And then Joe McCormick was also there, which made for a rather confusing time. And I think we had Joe Quintanilla also on the field, basically taking all the Joes and putting them out there and making it impossible for anyone to know who they're talking to.
That was hard being someone else in the field.
That's a take. Full count. Swinging a ground ball down the first base line. Wrong Way took a half step in the wrong direction, but now is trending toward the base. The outfielder misses it. Wrong Way safe.
When I move, you move. Just like that. Hell yeah. Hey, Christian. Swing that bat.
Remix. Jamie.
Yeah.
8-1 Boston with that.
That's why we call him Wrong Way.
Yeah.
Ron, thank you.
Ace. Ace. I said balls. I got balls. All right. At bat here is Christian Thaxton.
Boo, piss.
I believe there's one out here in the top of the second.
Here we go, Thax.
All right, two.
Swing and a miss. Strike one.
Through it, baby. You're good. Rob, you hear that?
Was that a bench player?
Louder set.
Was that a bench player?
That was, I believe, Larry Reed.
Yeah. On the bench. Yeah.
On the bench.
So he can play. Swinging a hard line drive down the third base side. Found a gap. I think it was Joe McCormick hit almost the identical ball last time. That ball's still rolling. Christian is easily safe. That easily ended up at least 250 feet out there, if not further. Line drive, near impossible to make a play on unless it hits you in the air.
I love that.
Great hit by Christian. Makes it 9-1. One out here, top two.
9-1?
Yes, 9-1. That brings up Joe McCormick, number 46.
Yeah.
All right, Mac. Quack, quack.
Quack, quack, Joe, man.
Foul tip.
You're all on it, baby.
Hit it! One.
Fair.
Good backup, Mike. Good layers.
Mike moved over to get the ball. So Dale's got it. Swing and miss. Strike 2.
Come on, Joe.
Here we go, Mac.
There you go, Mac.
We were losing the canopy next to us in a gust of wind. Swing and miss. Strike 3.
Here we go, Mac.
Okay, Mac.
Just one, Mac.
Just a good one now, Mac. Takes one. Only takes one.
No Island 77? Great board. Exactly.
Just take that.
Take.
Good eye,
Good
Joe.
take by Joe Mack.
53. That's your move.
Why?
Because that's the number Rob gave me.
Swinging a high pop-up down the third base side. Kind of lands by where their shorty's at. He's down on the ground searching for it. Gets under his arm, and Joe Mack is sliding in for save. Good hustle by Joe McCormick. Results in a run. It is now 10-1 Boston. One out here in the second. Brings up Larry Hale back to the plate, who led us off this inning with a run. Larry's playing some of the best baseball I've ever seen him play this week.
All right, Larry, put a charge into a ball here, kid.
Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Come on, Larry.
Swinging a line drive down the first base side. Finds a gap in the defense. That's rolling past their outfielder, and Larry sliding into first safe. Another solid hit by Larry Hale for a run.
Somebody call 911.
Makes it 11-1.
Burning on the base path. Whoa!
Hey, Jamie, you start that one?
Yeah.
Joby, he slid into the base?
Yeah.
One way in the hole. One way in the hole.
Hey, let's take down the cheers like to 5 decibels.
I believe so. Sean Devenish is at the plate now.
One down.
Jamie, 11, right? What? Yeah. 1-1. All right. Not sure what's going on here.
Timeout.
What you wanted. Rally line.
I believe there's some issue with a blindfold with one of the fielders. Having to adjust his, I think it was Ronald Johnson, their leadoff hitter. Swing and miss, strike one. Swinging a ground ball down the third baseline. Gets past the shorty level, gets past the third baseman who's running at it. The outfielder's going for it, but Sean's in safe. Another good hit by Sean, rolls just past the 170-foot arc. Good hustle down the line. Results in a run. 12-1 Renegades.
Is that Lou or Drew? You. 12-1. 12-1. One out.
Rob Dias is at the plate now.
Up, third base.
Yeah, that base is giving us trouble.
He broke the base.
With my face.
We have 15 viewers. Stanley's on right now, just asking what the inning score is. Let's see if you know it.
It is currently the top of the second. 11-1 Renegades.
12-1. With one out, I believe, in the inning.
Yeah. We have now scored, I believe, 5 runs with 2 outs? Or 5 runs with 1 out? 4 runs with 1 out?
What do we come into this inning at? 5 runs? Was it 5-1 or 6-1? I forget. Larry scored, Sean got out, and then everyone else has been safe since.
Yeah.
So, that comes out
yes.
too.
It's so damn hot. Milk was a bad choice. Milk was a bad choice. Baxter.
I'm at that, yeah.
That man punted Baxter with the burrito. Hit him with the burrito.
That's a team timeout though, right?
Yeah.
What happened?
I know, base. Base. Doesn't matter. You get like 4 teams.
Really?
I think you'd be fine.
So it's saying it's 86 degrees up to 93 right now. It feels like 93 today. Not cold.
There's some really loud bugs in the outfield. I'm not sure if you guys can hear that on the broadcast, but deep out in the right field area, it's probably some cicadas or locusts, if I were to guess, that are making this loud mating call.
Are you sure it's a mating call? Are you trained?
I'm pretty sure it's a mating call. I've seen my fair share of cicadas.
Joe is right. I came over to the field a little bit before the team to help market for the defense, and with no one here, the bugs were quite loud, and you can even hear them now that things are a little quieter. What's good, Ronald?
How many people you got on?
We got 16 people on right now. They came to see the gun show.
No gun show. It's inappropriate.
What about your shirt?
That's probably the airport in and the airport out.
I don't know. I think Ace put it on Facebook.
I
got better toes than Cube.
He's suffering right now.
I think we just cut him off.
Oh, actually, no. Cut it? The big toe
I don't know. I don't. So what do you think the substitution?
No, definitely.
That's what I don't know either. Did anyone buy a Joe Mad custom-made shirt?
I don't have access to the store, so I can't say. But I've been trying to get the link out there so everyone knows that they can buy.
Get a bucket hat. I see a bucket hat.
I love the bucket hats. You know I'm all about the bucket hats, wrong way. Hi, Melissa, will do. Everyone, Melissa Hoyt says hello.
Hoi. How long have you been sober? What? You know, 5 minutes. How long have you been sober? It's a joke. It's like the AA meeting.
Yeah, guy. I mean, I'm surprised he hasn't cut the sleeves off his shirt yet.
I think, Talking about wrong way?
Yeah. Well, Linda Sheffield's making a purchase in the store today.
Yeah. Walmart. At like that New Jersey camera, like the filling stuff. Never used them, but I think they're like bigger. I think they're gone. We got
There's one for the stripes. What does it to say Helix? I can't tell. Your arm's turned X. Yeah, it doesn't say. I don't know if it's brand or just like the style. All right, and we're back after another third base delay with Rob Dias at the plate. Foul tip, strike one. I believe there's one out here, top two. 12-1. Swing and a miss, strike two.
You got it, Rob. That's good, Rob.
Foul tip, strike three.
All over it, all right.
I hear it.
Here we go, Dias.
Peter Brady's side.
I'm Diaz.
What?
The Peter Brady's side.
With the voice cracking?
Yes.
Yeah, if you can't make it out on the live stream, Rob is making sure that the set that he gives to the defense is loud, and, well, his voice is cracking about every time he does it. Swing and a pop-up to the left side of the middle, falls into a gap. It's kind of sitting there. The defense isn't making the play, and Rob Dias is safe. 13-1 Renegades. Brings up Joe Wrong Way Views On.
Ready? Dias, you ready for this? Dias. It's a bird! It's a plane! It's Methane Man!
He was on the bench yesterday, and, well.
That won't help our fundraising.
Foul tip, strike one.
Go wrong way.
Swing and a miss, strike two. Good. good. We got 17 people watching. Swing and a miss. Strike 3.
Come on, Joe. How many outs? 1?
1 out, yes. Did someone tell you what the bomb you hit? How that went?
Yeah, someone said like 160.
Take, full count.
Good eye, Joe. I wish I could do that all the time.
Yeah, me too. Swinging a foul ball.
Hit it!
Filipino! Filipino!
Larry, this way.
What are you laughing at, Shawnee?
He's still down. He's still down.
Oh, I want to.
Their coach is laughing at it too because he's a Tiger volunteer. The coach is laughing his ass off. Go bench.
Swing and a miss, strike 4. That's the second out of the second inning.
Still Thax?
Thaxton.
When I move, you move!
Just like that?
Hell yeah! Hey, Christian!
Swing that bat.
No hat.
Christian Thaxton is at bat.
Luda.
He's done.
It's nice of you to strike out so they wouldn't have to feel. Nice of you to have mercy.
I heard.
Did you see it on camera?
Oh, I know, yeah. Biggest golf clap.
Swinging a ground ball down the third base line. Gets past the first level of defense. Gets to the third baseman off his chest, and Christian is safe.
All right, good job, Thax.
Joe? Guy ran like hell.
Yeah.
Joe, Mac! Wait, Mac!
Where are you, Ron? I mean, Tubbs?
He's getting loose with Jamie, Mike.
Okay. Tubbs going in for me? I don't know.
Substitute.
That brings up Joe McCormick, number 46.
That's disgusting.
Joe Max 2 for 3 on the day this game. 1 strikeout.
Drew, loosen up.
14 to 1.
13.
13.
14.
No, it's 14.
We're up 13.
Oh, yes. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 to 1 Renegades. Up by 13 here in the top of the second with 2 outs. Joe McCormick at the plate. Swing and miss, strike 1. Swinging a ground ball, rolling towards the 40-foot line, and stops at the 38-foot line.
There. Over there.
Hello, Nick Chisholm. It's been a while. Hope you're doing well, my friend. You got Joe Burke here on the live stream. Renegades are up against Tyler, Texas. 14 to 1 in the top of the second. 2 outs, Joe McCormick at the plate. Swing it and a foul. Take full count.
Good eye, Joe.
He scored twice after that, too. Back in this game. Maybe his fourth at bat.
Swing and a hard line drive down the third base side. Joe Mack's running first. The third baseman overruns it and it's rolling away. Joe Mack is safe. With ease.
Nice. Good work, Mac.
I wanna rock down, Drew.
Electric Avenue.
Good job.
So you can hit it harder.
Yabba dabba.
Doo-doo. Joe Max.
Now batting in place of Larry Hale is number 47, Drew Crook, a rookie, making his first appearance of this game.
Two?
Two outs.
This is Mac Hatton, I think.
Me.
Looks like I can take the buckets.
Right.
I never wear my hat.
You don't? What do you usually do?
Usually my back.
Swing and a miss, strike one.
You wanted to hit those.
Is this here now?
Yes.
There you go, Drew.
Strike two.
Let's go, Drew.
Let's go, Drew. Oh, that's right. He doesn't need a class. I guess I love my husband more than you.
Swinging a ground ball down the third base line, rolling towards their shorty. He seems to overrun it. They have another guy right on it who scoops it up for the third out of the inning. That ends the top of the second.
All right, defense. Go Renegades.
Come on, defense!
No changes. Let's go. No changes.
Renegades are up 15-1 after 1.5 innings.
Go get him, D. Make the donuts, D.
Because even on a hot sunny day, there's nothing that refreshes me more than the bitter tears of beer.
You can do it. I mean, I don't. You want me to get classes out and do it? Left-hand, they use
It'll keep me awake.
So it's 15-1.
I believe so.
So
Just got to stop them from scoring 4, right? 3, sorry. Ron, Nick Chisholm is asking, what is on your face?
Tell him to hide, to just check his jealousy at the door.
He says, check your jealousy at the door. We say, it might be time to shave it. It's kind of disgusting.
Nick Chisholm. Joe Q says hi.
Joe Q says hi, Nick.
What's up, future?
He says hi from the future.
Where's he living now? Nick, where are you living now? Are you in New York or California or Canada?
Let's see.
Did Trump send him back?
Hey, Hot Tub.
He
Come
says
tell
hello.
Nick Chisholm your Canada joke.
What is it? He was touching his hammy, too.
Do you remember Nick?
He said NYC.
NYC. Then why weren't you at the Long Island tournament? All right, so hey, I'm gonna tell a hot tub joke for you real quick.
No, hot tub.
How do you spell Canada, Nick? C-A-N-A-D-A. That's a hot tub joke for you.
All right, we are here. Bottom 2. Heading now is number 16. John Ingram. Yeah. Nick, that's my reaction to most hot tub jokes, right, hot tub?
Well, it's
Brutal.
It's C-N-D. That's how it was originally spelled. Then they asked a Canadian how to spell it. So it's C-A-N-A-D-A.
Strike one, swing and a miss.
So that's the way it was.
So you mean Rob butchered the joke?
Yes, did butchered a bad joke to death.
You guys scored 3.
Swing and a miss, strike 2.
Where are we in our lineup?
This is Joe B doing the live stream. Joe Burke. Foul tip. Strike 3.
Didn't make a whole box of donuts. Do they need a baker's dozen?
Swinging a high fly ball down the first base line. Christian Thaxton's running to it. He's on top of it. Picks it up in time for the out. What an incredible play by Christian. For the first out of the inning. Great job by Thaxton to range to his right. Great call by Brian Grillo to scream one and just have them get on their horse and get over there. Thaxton didn't fumble around with it and picked it up pretty quickly.
Make that catch. Catch 'em all.
That's one out here. Bottom 2. Boston could find themselves in a 12-run situation if they can get 2 more outs without giving up 3 runs. In which case they would stay in the field until Tyler ties the game or the game ends. Tyler would just stay at bat. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Julius Artis is at the plate. Swinging a ground ball down the first base line, foul. Let me check. I don't see her on the list here. I can only see certain viewers.
Oh, listen.
Yeah, I didn't see her. I can't. It says we have 13 viewers, but I could only, when I brought up the list, see like actual 5 names.
Oh, it's all good. It's all good.
So I don't know.
Hello, Renegade Nation.
That's Drew Crook for you. Swing and miss, strike 3. 1 out here.
It is.
Swing and miss, strike 4. That's the 2nd out. This brings up Ronald Jordan, number 2. Their leadoff hitter. Swinging a high pop up. Foul. Swinging a ground ball, hard ground ball, gets past multiple layers of the defense for a run. It's a hard hit ball, kind of found its way through the seam between Rob Dias, Joe Buzon, and Joe McCormick back there.
Seeing eyeball.
Makes it 15-2. And I believe the next game will be at 2:30. I couldn't tell you who it would be against right now.
I think it's going to be on 2:30.
And it definitely will not start at 2:30. This game was supposed to start at 11:30 and we didn't start till noon. But that's how these things go. We are not models of punctuality.
That's what happens. It's live stuff. Live TV.
Just gonna hit the deck a little earlier, fielders. Swing and a miss, strike one. At the plate is number 24, Carlos Black. Swing and a fly ball down the first base line. Staying fair, staying fair. Rob Dias is tracking it. Picks it up in time for the out. A real bang-bang play, but great tracking job by Rob Dias to pick that up. Get the out. Boston has officially entered into a 12-run territory where they will stay in the field until Tyler either ties it up or takes the lead. We're officially now in the bottom of the third. Yeah.
So what inning are we in?
Bottom of the third. The third now. No. 15. What about San Antonio?
They needed a box of donuts.
Joke you. What's that?
That was my prediction. The catcher puts the glove at the front edge of the so her head is right in the swing plane. And she backs up right before the
Neither was on the swing TV
so
saying
she
any
puts her
prediction.
timing off, the batter starts early.
Thank you.
I'm good, thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Let's make a few quick outs here and then I'll go eat.
I get cashews and I get peanut butter crackers.
Perfect. Thank you.
You want in on defense?
I want on defense. I haven't done defense at all.
We'll be fine.
All right.
Come in, coach.
All right, we're going to TV timeout again here. due to base issues.
Let's make some room for him on the bench. We get a short break. We're gonna walk time out there. Get up. Hey, Aaron. Yeah.
JC's gonna eat a sandwich.
Have you ever had a butter and jelly sandwich?
I love peanut butter.
Water and butter makes me sleepy, so I try to do it during the game. Otherwise, it makes my stomach whatever, so gotta play it safe.
Yeah, but what's the penalty? What's up?
Well, this could be really bad if Justin gets up.
What do you mean?
In terms of weight distribution. I'm sitting on the wrong side of the football here.
Are you happy, Abe?
It's still on?
You got any Renegades on there?
Do some halftime entertainment.
You gonna start singing? Guy's been on there.
Jesus, miss him on this trip.
Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Wish you could be here to feel the sweltering Tulsa sun.
Yeah.
How you feeling?
I feel awesome.
Okay, let me rephrase the question.
I feel with my
You guys
hands.
have a very big game after this. Okay? You still need to make 12 outs, but you need to get some rest for that next game. So now I have to ask the question, guys, how you feeling?
Keep him playing, he won't stiffen up.
Alright.
Is there trash over there?
Alright. Any of the 6 guys on the field want to tag out?
They actually haven't struck out. Well, they struck out twice.
What was it?
They've only struck out twice.
Wait, what do you want?
I think so.
Water?
Guys, you went in the wrong way there. You're going to get them too. That was not your, you called them off?
Call them off. I peeled off.
Yeah.
Hey, Aaron. What? Can you take soda to the bathroom? Someone's going to have to do my charting. Oh. Hey, Gina? That is the best. I don't know any Gina.
No way, man.
No, don't put me in.
Off the field.
Why? Nope. You guys want me to coil up? Can somebody take soda to the bathroom?
Yep.
Anyone want to do a bathroom run?
Yeah, yeah. Let's take Devinish and Justin off the field. Oh, shit. Justin's here.
I'll be fine. Just leave me in. I'll be okay.
Jamie, did you leave?
Nope.
Turn third on. Dad, turn third on.
Hey,
The other third.
Wait, that means you gotta get out of the game. Oh, you can't just walk off.
Turn on.
Soda. Oh, my bad.
We're using it.
Anyone else?
Going once, going twice. All right, Devinish and Justin can come off the field. Get some rest.
Sorry, let's go over here, but I don't need them under. All right.
thank you, buddy.
Yee and
Ready to try?
all right, we'll go with Yee and Drew. We're going with Yee and
He has to use the rest of that.
Alright, here we go. So,
Hey Aaron, what? Give me my phone, man. Here we go, guys. My bag is under you.
no. Wrong way. Go to midfield.
No, the change.
I got him.
At least there's a cool breeze.
I know.
I was expecting a hot breeze all week.
Yeah, being in the shade makes such a massive difference, huh?
Aaron, we can get those changes. Wrong way's going to midfield. Drew's going to rover. Wrong way midfield. Ye first base. Hey, hurry up, Soil. I was going to put you in the game.
They're still talking over there.
Let's go on, man. Yeah, man. Straight to your mom.
Oh. Now you're just insulting my mom.
For your mother.
Actually, Aaron, can you get me?
It doesn't sound like you.
Put them out on the field and we weren't ready yet. You don't know that. You're right. It might be on the bucket list. So, yeah.
He's still there, right down there.
They have to get you back in later. Keep the eyes out. I'm just saying, I can't, I don't want to leave. I don't want all my shorties off the field. You know what I'm saying?
No,
so I'm just letting you know. I'll give you a couple innings, and then I'll probably put you back out there so I can get a corner of the guy. Okay?
Standing out there does nothing for me. I mean, it doesn't tire me out. I should rather be myself.
That's the one.
Exactly. There's no beach here. Exactly. It's all like that.
All right, and we're back. Technically, bottom three, no outs. Boston is up 15-2, I believe. Let's just see. 15-2, yeah, that's all right, Laura. Yep. Let's just hope that we have no further base issues, because that just caused a freaking amount of delays. Oh, are you kidding me? It appears we're having issues with third base yet again. Swing and a miss, strike one. At bat is number 22, Derek Lloyd, who could be one of the tallest players in the league. Oh, definitely is one of the tallest. He could be the tallest. Foul, strike 2. Swing and a miss. That's strike 4.
Just do me a favor. Just put the inning down.
One out here, bottom 3.
Okay. So that he's going in.
He also had a really weird swing jerky where his, you know how you typically, if you're a righty, left hand on the bottom, right hand on top? Yep. He switched that.
We got one. How many do we need?
Hey, we got one. How many do we need?
Yet again, we proved we've got the highest IQ in the league. Quick maths. At the plate, number 8, Tim Chappell. Swing and a foul. Swing the hard line drive down the third base side, gets past Christian Baxton. It's going to be a hard time for Drew to get there. That's a run. 15-3. Really good hit by Tim there.
They make contact, they're hitting it far.
Yeah. This field's definitely playing fast too. So 15-3 here. 1 out, bottom 3. 11 outs remaining for the Renegades.
Still on, Dad?
At the plate, number 16, John Ingram.
First base, please.
Swing and a high fly ball down the middle. Wrong way, and Drew collide. Cannot make the play. Do the timeout to go check out on wrong way. And Drew make sure that they're both all right.
You ran the wrong way.
How, what kind of collision was it?
Couldn't tell exactly what happened. But Drew's not a small boy, so hitting him at any speed will hurt. Especially when he's running at you. Wrong way's walking off the field now. I think they're going to put a sub in for him. Looks to be alright though. Dr. Mike is checking in on him, making sure he's good. So wrong way's laughing. He's fine.
48 for 15.
Putting David Sanchez into that spot, though.
What's that?
Putting David Sanchez into that spot, the midfield spot.
Yeah, when are you going to put him on the field?
At the plate now is number 4, Julius Artis.
Thank you.
What was that update?
It appears that Philly is beating BCS 12-9 in the 6th.
So we're playing Philly next time.
Really? Wow. Great. At least we know we've scouted them.
We still need 11, right?
So Wrongway's doing well. I think it's a finger injury. But Mike's taking a look at it. Rearrange the defense a bit with him out. Put David Sanchez in, number 4, Julius Artis at the plate. And now we have a timeout for a plane. This could be about the longest game to ever enter a 3rd inning. And in reality,
because they're either over him.
It would still be the bottom of the 2nd. Or,
The couple that went down the line over there, strikeouts.
sorry, yeah, top 3. If we were at bat. I don't know if you heard what I just said a minute or two ago, but the BCS Outlaws, I think it is, and the Philly Fire playing behind us. We play the winner, assuming that we can come out of this victorious, and Philly is ahead, we believe 12-9 in the 6th, which would pit us against Philadelphia, who played against just a few weeks ago. I believe the score is 15-3 Boston. We're in the 12-run rule, officially in it, so 1 out here, bottom 3, 11 outs remaining for the Renegades to get, and they'll either win the game or Tyler will tie it up. And then Boston will come back to the plate if it gets tied. Swing and miss, strike 1. Swing and miss, strike 2. Yes. Swing and miss, strike 3. Swing and miss, strike 4. It's the 2nd out here. Bottom 3, 10 outs remaining.
I cheated.
At the plate now is Ronald Jordan, number 2, their leadoff hitter. Swing an absolute bomb right at David Sanchez. He's not going to get to that. That's a really well hit ball. That rolls all the way to the orange fence way out there. I mean, I don't think that carried 170 in the air, but that was the furthest hit that I've seen so far in the series.
Is that a home run hitter guy, or is that somebody else?
That is the home run hitter guy. So that's nothing you can do there. He teed off on that.
I expect you to be there.
15-4, I believe.
How many outs to go?
2 outs in the third, 10 to go. 13-5. Wait, 15-5? What is it?
No, I think it's 15-4.
5.
15-5.
We got 3 now.
2 outs in the bottom of the third, technically, or 10 outs remaining for the Renegades.
3 because they have Chappelle, they have Ingram, and Jordan just scored. So they have Lloyd struck out and Harkless.
Phillies beating the Outlaws in the 6th right now.
That's the play-in game? Not Chicago?
We play the winner of them.
Oh.
But BC, the Outlaws just scored. Swinging a ground ball down the first baseline, past Joe Yee, past Drew Crook, who's on the ground, and that's another run for Tyler. 15-6.
On left field, or right field?
Yeah, he went opposite field. He was a righty who went to the first base side. That was Carlos Black. Up at the plate now is Derek Lloyd.
I'm out of lines.
Further to my comment during his last at-bat of Derek potentially being the tallest player in the league, they referred to him as 6'8". Swinging a pop-up that makes it just short of the shorty, Joe Yee, who's running up, making a play on it, trying to pick it up. He hits it away. Can't pick it up in time for another run for Tyler. Still 10 outs remaining, 2 outs in the bottom of the third. 15-8.
Who's going to be midi, though? No, is that 6? That's 6. Or 7? Oh, that's 7.
Maybe it's 7?
What's the score, Aaron? 7?
I'll rob that, I agree with you.
7? Alright, 15-7, my apologies. At the plate now, number 8, Tim Chappell. He hit a real solid one last at-bat. Swing and miss, strike 1.
Justin, put you on the bench to get out of the sun.
Swinging a ground ball towards Joe Yee, just past the 44-yard arc. Joe Yee is on the ground, can't pick it up, hits it away, and it's another run for Tyler. Now it's 15-8. Now it's 15-8. Still 10 outs remaining.
Drew, make sure you're talking.
Making a few defensive changes positionally here. At bat is number 16, John Ingram. You hear all the yelling behind us? Looks like the Outlaws just walked off against Philadelphia. Yep, Outlaws just won.
Let's go, D. Come on now.
Swing and a miss, strike one.
Joe, you be ready to the line, okay?
One game at a time.
Swinging a ground ball up the middle. Joe Mack is ranging to it. It slides over a little bit, gets underneath Rob Dias' arm. He picks it up though for the out.
Away, Rob!
18, Rob Dias.
Bottom of the
Good
fourth.
play, Robbie.
That out brings us to the bottom of the fourth.
Is that a sarcastic pitch or
I believe it's still 15-8. Now 9 outs remaining. And we are in the bottom of the fourth. At the plate is number 4, Julius Artis.
You guys good?
Wait, did I fuck this up?
Yeah, it's bottom of the fourth now.
Jesus Christ, I wrote all those on fucking... Yeah.
It's gonna be an all-day Texas day for us. Free team from Texas.
Foul, strike 2.
Glad y'all won, but we're trying to play here.
Hey, I'm just out of the sun. Just if you don't want to know, walk with it. Just FYI. Swing and a pop-up. Foul. Almost hit him as he was running down the line. Almost landed square on his head. Swing and a high pop-up, kind of right towards Joe McCormick. Their batter took a step towards the wrong base. Joe Mack is on it, picks it up for the out.
46, McCormick.
And that is the first out here in the bottom of the fourth. 8 outs remaining. 15-8 is still the score. Brings us back to the top of the lineup for Tyler with number 2, Ronald Jordan.
15.
Not pictured in the shot is Jamie Dickerson doing planks.
Hey, this is how you pass the time in 12 rounds.
Swing and a high fly ball down the first base side. Rolls foul. A little confusion on the defense as to what the call was.
For some reasons, 5 and 1s when you're, it doesn't matter. My experience, it's always been an issue from time to time, no matter who's calling.
Yeah.
For some reason.
I think it's based on like that was a pop-up, like so when you try and stretch out the one because of
And he tried to do like a growler fly ball one. One strike here. Foul tip, strike 2. Swing and miss, strike 3. Swinging a ground ball down the first base side towards Rob Dias. He picks it up.
Great play,
off the
Robbie.
ground for a great play.
Number 18, Rob Dias.
Still 15-8 Renegades. Are we technically in the 5th now? Or is that 2 outs in the 4th?
It's 2 outs in the 4th.
2 outs in the 4th. 7 outs remaining.
Yep.
those 2 outs before.
Oh, I agree, Nick. Drew and I were talking about that earlier. It's like a matter of milliseconds that the catcher's able to get out of the way there and not get hit. It's a little freaky the first time you see it, although they've done a good job of avoiding any sort of incident. All right. At bat now, number 24, Carlos Black.
Did he wear a helmet?
Nope. Hey, QFYI, you're next in the sun. So you're kind of like in the spot, the open spot. Swinging a ground ball right up the middle. Joe McCormick's ranging towards it, gets it in his feet, picks it up for the out.
Joe McCormick.
Yeah, that's all it takes, Nick. Seriously, it's risky. I bet if you wore your hat backwards.
Water, let's
But
go.
even the side of your face is kind of in. You're just in the zone. If you slide over towards the cooler, you'll probably be fine. That helps, yeah. Here. Yeah, move over. I moved it off the edge a little here so you got a little more room. So that ends the 4th, 6 outs remaining. The Renegades are taking a water break, as is allowed in these situations. They referred to him, his nickname was 6'8", so my guess is that's probably how tall he is. But yeah, he's got to be the tallest guy in the league. Derek Wood. Aaron, do we know what field we're on next? It'd be great if we could stay here. I don't want to move again.
Yeah. Well, if we did move, hopefully it's
to one field that we've already been to.
That we played on.
Going over that way?
Yeah, it's actually no, it's actually moving from behind us, or sorry, from in front of us to behind us.
Yeah.
You're facing basically due east right now.
Hold on. So I put Proctor back in for the tell now.
All right, bottom 5, no outs. At bat number 22, Derek Lloyd.
Guys, this was right shorty last time.
Fouled it, strike 1.
Yeah, I saw that earlier.
Lindsay is on the same height like the shower mat.
Foul, strike 2.
Nice catch.
I mean, they're always short. They're always for short.
Strike 3.
You good, Drew? You good? Just know there's a wet pitch.
Swing and a miss, strike 4. So 1 out here, bottom 5.
So the catcher
5
moves their head out of the way during the set, or as
like on a ready, that's when the catcher starts moving back. Oh, they called that a foul tip. So still at bat, no outs here. 3 strikes. Now that's strike 4 for the out.
We can deal with it.
Yeah.
what is it?
I'm on it. Let's all start running at the tractor.
4.
I'm not sure if you can see on the stream, but there is a tractor that ended up on the side of the field, making some noise. Gonna tough it out. 5 outs to go. Bottom 5. 1 down. 15-8 still, I believe.
I do remember that.
Number 8, Tim Chappell's at bat. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Swinging a pop up, kind of right towards Rob Dias. He's on the ground looking for it, climbing for it. Can't get it up in time. Half second too late on that. (15-9). 15-9 here. Bottom 5. 1 out. 5 outs to go. Swinging a ground ball right up the middle. Rob Dias dives off his hip, but he picks it up for the out.
18, Rob Dias!
A nice diving play by Rob Dias there. Quickly collected it for the out. 2 outs, bottom 5, 4 remaining. Boston is up by 6 runs, 15-9.
finger got jammed.
Joe Max square.
You told me to keep them all scrunched. Because yesterday I missed them over and you said to keep them scrunched.
Swing and miss, strike one. At bat is number 4, Julius Artis.
That's what I did yesterday. No, you did that yesterday. But anytime you batted through the lineup, you could skip the column also. Oh, I don't. Did that? Yeah. I'll slow it down.
Swing and miss, strike 2. Foul tip, strike 3.
So we're in the bottom fifth.
Swing and miss, strike 4.
Now we're in the 6th.
Now we enter the bottom of the 6th. No outs, 3 outs remaining. Boston up 15-9. Ronald Jordan, number 2, the leadoff hitter, stepping into the box. He cranked one earlier to the chicken wire netting out in the back.
How far away was that?
When it was also, I mean, it would have kept rolling and stopped in the netting. I can't tell you how far that is, but 250 probably. Swing and a hard ball down the third baseline, but foul. Swing and a high pop up right down the first base line. Almost hits him, rolls foul. For strike 2.
So what should have happened, right? Is that should have been moved over to what I did yesterday. Yeah. So what happened?
Swing and another foul. Strike 3. Swinging a ground ball down first base side. Past Rob Das, past Joe Yee. David Sanchez is on the ground but can't find it. They're calling dead ball, however. The umpire will go and inspect this one.
Is that batter a lefty batter?
Yes. Dead ball. It's a replay pitch. So it will remain 3 strikes, 15-9. No outs here in the bottom of the 6th. Oh. I was wondering why Sanchez kind of looked unsure of where to go out there. I was wondering why.
And I'm sitting there, and Ace was doing this, like, so he was the wrong call, and I'm like, wait, what the hell?
It was a long call.
Yeah, it was.
All right, defense ready.
Soto, you ready?
Counting the names, 0-3.
Yeah, this is the first batter of this hit.
Swing and an absolute line shot. Gets over Christian's head. Joe Max running towards it. It's not going to matter. He touches the base for a run. 15-10. Another ball that he smoked. Joe McCormack actually made a very good play ranging towards it. But considering that ball made it at least 200 feet, really tough to make any sort of defensive play.
What position is Joe McCormack at?
Joe McCormack, I believe, was at midi.
Good poke. That's a good opposite field power.
Yeah. Yeah, Joe McCormack was at midi there. Ran to get it, but he was starting from a pretty big deficit there. So 15-10, no outs here, bottom 6. Boston's still in the lead. Three outs remaining. Swing and a miss, strike 1. On number 24, Carlos Black.
They're going to be bringing artists is coming out.
Swinging a foul ball.
Hey, Ace and Brian. Ace and Brian, artist is coming out of the game. Dave's going to hit for him.
Swing and another foul. Swing. And a hit pitcher.
He put his glove up?
Didn't have time to put his glove up. Hit him right in the... I think it hit him in the stomach. Not sure. That came off real hard.
Oh, maybe that's karma.
Yeah. No question whether or not that hit the pitcher.
Did he get off the leg? No, if he got off the glove, why would he be limping?
No, hit his leg too.
Pitcher appears to be needing the second.
You alright?
I think he got off the hand. Can't tell.
Christian, I'll come in for you if you want, kid. No, I'll do it.
I appreciate that, wrong way.
You want out?
I got your back. You're gonna come in one time. What's the sense of this thing?
Yeah. Let the young man go in for now. Come on, son. I know.
Back, come on out. Yep, Devin's going in. Back, slide to third. Let Devin take mid.
Careful, careful! Murphy, guys. Simple stuff.
Good, it's not
What do you say? How's that pinky? Hey, what's my
All right. Pitcher's all right. We're back. 3 strikes.
BCS we got next.
Swing and a miss. Strike 4.
I just don't want you to, like,
Oh.
feel violated.
Nope. Thank you for letting me know. Exactly, Joyce. This is the longest game ever where one team has only batted twice. We've been going for 2.5 hours, and this is a 12-run roll game.
We're like the Red Sox.
Yeah.
Games are long.
Our team is the human version of a rainbow egg. And then you have the other elements added in, the third base, which refused to cooperate for the whole game. Hit pitchers, a backhoe near the field, and well, that's how you end up here. Feel bad for the players in the field this long. At bat now, number 22, Derek Lloyd. Swing and a pop-up down the first base line. It's kind of spinning towards the foul line. Rob Dias is on it. He overran it a bit, reaching out, picks it up before he can touch the base for the out.
Number 18, Dias. Number 18.
That makes 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. 1 out remaining. Rob Weissman, Shane Canton commented, Jets 25, Heat 6, top of 4.
Shane Canton's doing a scoring update. The Jets are beating the Heat 25-6.
4. 6, top 4, sorry. 25-6, top 4. Yeah, the Jets look pretty good. Not sure if you got to watch any of that game, Shane, but they were absolutely clobbering the ball. There were maybe 5 runs that they had that we had even a chance at. Foul tip, strike 1. At the plate, number 8, Tim Chappell. 2 strikes. And Shane, I heard that you think that I'm French Canadian, or Canadian. It's just a French Canadian last name. Don't be fooled. I'm from just north of Boston. Strike 3. But I told Justin I can start going out in the boot, and make all those kinds of comments. I'm sure Nick Chisholm would appreciate it. It's a foul ball. 3 strikes. Nick, my boss, is from Toronto, so I get a lot of Canada talk at work. Swinging a ground ball to the left side, kind of up the middle, gets past Sean Devonish, and that should be a run. No one's near it, and that is 15-11 now. 2 outs, bottom 6, 1 out remaining. At bat now is number 16, John Ingram.
We got 2. We're up 3.
4. In worst case scenario, we have like 12 at-bats.
Yeah, I'm not too worried. Yeah, they still have to score 4 without getting it out. To tie. And then they have to stop us from scoring at all.
Right. Which has been their bigger problem.
Yeah. This is the longest game ever for one that didn't do this long. Swing and miss, strike 1 on Tim. Sorry, we got John Ingram at the play now, John. Swinging a hard line drive right by Joe Yee. Hits off his knee. He's running around on the ground. They're fighting for it. Joe Yee and Rob Dice are picking the ball up simultaneously. Joe Yee outmuscled Rob to get the ball there. It doesn't matter. That is the final out of the game. The Renegades win 15-11. They beat the Tyler Tigers and will go on to play the Outlaws. As mentioned earlier, next game was originally supposed to start at 2:30. I think you can make a pretty safe bet that that will not be happening, given it is 2:28, but we'll be back some point. My guess is probably in the next 45 to an hour. So until then, this is Joe Burke signing off. Go Renegades.